Again. Hello, guys. Some wires got tangled up, it looks like. There. No. It was not. Looks like Twitch is doing some sort of event. Neat, neat. We like that. We like that. Got a bunch of little spots on my skin that are just super itchy and dry. But other than that, most of my other dry skin's cleared up, so that's good. Can't tell ya. Nate, let me send out the notifications. Sorry for being a bit late. Hope everyone's doing okay. And I hope you can't hear the fan. I think this is a bit quieter today. Continue. Oh. Though it is just like melody and events from the last game. Data. But we don't pay attention to the little details like that. I guess. I think we're supposed to go to the shrine now. Hello, how are you? Thanks to hydrate. Nice to see you today. Hello, I'm saying words. Are you seeing these words? I can see ni hao, but I can't see whatever is under the drops. Because I have the little banner thing up. I'm just gonna say dismiss for now. Hello, my 5th favorite person. Up above it. Yeah, I couldn't see it. But anyway, hello. I'm happy to be your 5th favorite person. That's a nice compliment. Sorry I couldn't see it. There was a banner in the way. Silly Twitch trying to inform me that you guys get drops. Who cares? Enter Inmus Shrine. Yeah.
I shall allow you to borrow my relic, the Onyx Maiden says, rendering you speechless. She continues on, revealing that she is actually trying to abandon her maidenly duty.
Now you've been dropped to my 10th favorite person. You know what? I'm still in the top 10.
But as far as you can tell, she seems to be giving her all for the sake of the village. Why then does she want to quit?
Maybe she wants to live. By asking her a reason. There's something more important?
If she fulfills her mission, the island will be protected. Is there something even more important than that?
You're going back to 5. You're going back to 5. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
As if to answer your question, Queenie slowly closes her eyes. And then, when the light subsides and your eyes regain focus, you see Queenie, and there is a bulge in her abdomen.
Ah.
The Onyx Maiden is pregnant.
Yeah, that would be a reason not to sacrifice your life.
She explains that she's been using medicine made from the clockweed to keep her pregnancy hidden all this time. She has dedicated her life entirely to the protection of this island and performing the Maiden's ritual. But giving birth means her child, too, will be burdened with the same destiny of sacrifice. She wants to protect her child. That is her only wish. And she conveys it to you with all the agony of confessing a heinous crime. You can appreciate now why the Onyx Maiden wishes to abandon her duty. But will the villagers accept her decision?
Probably not, considering how they've treated people in the past who have been either willing but on the weaker side or seen as unfit. Probably not is the theme of this game. But honestly, I think most people in real life would probably be like, okay.
Queenie's anguish is plain to see as she runs a gentle hand over her stomach. Blight seems equally distraught as he holds out an arm to support her. It is not hard to imagine who the father of this soon-to-be-born child is.
Well, there you go.
The anguished cries of the maiden, the last hope of a village facing oblivion, echo out in pain.
Queenie was removed from the party.
The Onyx Maiden is laid upon a bed in the Maiden's shrine. Word of her condition spreads, and the villagers are unable to hide their agitation.
Our Onyx ally held a secret upon which balanced both life and fate. Don't know why I couldn't read right there. Anyway, how's your day? My day's been okay. Speak with the rest of the crew at the Maiden Shrine. How you doing, bro?
The attendant divulges a little of the Onyx Maiden's feelings toward the impending birth. Over the long years of their relationship, stretching back to their childhood, Queenie has suffered misfortune aplenty.
Okay.
Through all that, never has she wished for anything except a safe birth for her child, whatever it takes.
Well, there's something.
It seems that all the while Queenie used the clockweed to keep her condition secret, the child in her belly kept growing.
Interesting.
All this time you have spent crossing the islands, Laddie has desperately sought to become a maiden.
Went to visit my dad who's in the hospital, though, and that's about it. And I'm currently procrastinating. Well, good luck with your procrastination, and I hope your dad's doing okay. Even if he's in the hospital, you know, I hope he's not in super bad condition and he gets, you know, out of the hospital soon. Hospitals are not fun places to hang out. I'm going there. That is my hot take of the day. Hospitals are not fun places to hang out. I feel this way. Yeah.
But now, having heard that Queenie wishes to abandon her own duty, she seems conflicted. Suddenly, the door bursts open, and the village mayor enters the shrine, gasping for breath.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm not gonna read that one out loud because it seems kind of personal. I'm not sharing your public information if I can help it.
The monsters of the wetlands are amassing for an attack on the village. Fighting them off with Queenie confined to bed will be next to impossible. Your group decides to head into the wetlands and launch a preemptive strike on the Fiend's Nest where they're gathering.
Let's go. Head to the Wicked Wetlands, northeast of Finmus. Works for me. Don't worry, I already made fun of this ages ago. Don't worry, I live in Wyoming for realsies. Yeah, definitely. Yep, let's go. Yeehaw! Yeehaw!
The rain falls in sheets. You spy the telltale signs of monsters between the drops, and in far greater numbers than before.
Howdy. Hey, all heads, how you doing? I'm doing good. How are you, nameless? Moo Moo. Nice, Lost. Nice. Also, Lost is pretending to be from Wyoming. I mean, he's really from Wyoming, he says. Ba, ba, to the bone. Sorry. The rain falls in... Okay.
Blight's eyes shine, and you can tell he wishes for nothing more than to protect his maiden. He advances, unbothered by the presence of the monsters. You forge onward through the wetlands to where they gather, at a place called the Fiend's Nest.
Where's the Fiend's Nest within the Wicked Wetlands? So, I see two ways to the Fiend's Nest. I'm guessing this isn't it. So, we're going here. Enemy appears. I'm doing okay. Today was uneventful. Well, that's nice. An uneventful day every once in a while is not a bad thing. Hardly a bad thing to have, you know, some peace. Super loud for you guys too, isn't it? Sorry about that. I need to maybe go into settings in the game and adjust it. Let's do something exciting, nameless, you know. Bye. Beyond this point, you will be unable to save or load game data. Autosaving will be disabled. The jump ability and the use of bell others will also be unavailable. Would you like to save your current progress? Yeah, let's do that. Let's also go here. Oh, wrong button. Nope. Wanted to do something else, but I missed the chance.
You come upon a thronging nest of monsters in the innermost recesses of the wetlands.
You're getting close to the end if it's showing that. Yeah, true.
Every monster in the place has its eyes fixed firmly upon the intruders. That is, you.
It's time to be murdered, guys. That's the shrine.
They roar in unison and begin to march forth. Their destination is clear. Fenmos. The village is in grave danger. You mustn't let a single one of these beasts escape. You grip your weapon tight, ready to do battle.
Number displayed in the upper left hand of the screen decreases every time you With each step you take, when it reaches 0, the enemy moves a set distance. When the enemy is done taking action, you will be able to act once again. If any monsters reaches the exit of the nest, the game is over. Defeat nearby enemies first and ensure that none escape. Defeat all the monsters before
Don't let a single one escape.
Defeat all the monsters before they can leave the nest. Okay. Who's our closest guy? I think it's gonna be him. Or her. Up. Up.
A monster lurking in the depths of the nest rears back. Its massive bulk puffing up as it inhales deeply. It looks like it's getting ready to do something, and whatever it is will be headed your way.
Okay.
You and your comrades stand firm in the face of the monster, readying your weapons.
Light works best on these guys. I can at least do 30 damage. Now, it'd actually be best if I could... Let me charge, actually. What I actually want to do is see if I can... I'm gonna wait and see if I can take him out in the next round. That's fine. That was not happy. I'll have to heal him next time.
Good work.
Now I don't know if I want to stay to the end or stop procrastinating and choose for me, Hedge.
The hulking beast bellows a blast of burning flame in your direction.
Oh, it's 5 damage each. The giant monster will attack you every 10 steps you take. Keep an eye on your remaining HP. A wall of wetlands stands between you and the huge fiend. Defeat the monsters trying to leave the nest first.
Danger everywhere you look. You gonna be able to handle this?
I'll be fine. You and your comrades stand firm in the face of the monster, readying your weapons. So we're gonna start with healing here. You know that she is just as indecisive as you are, Lost. I need your decisive decision making that you're known for. That's why she's perfect, Nameless. Lost, if I was responsible, I would tell you... Great. I should have healed. Yeah, he's dead. Oh, barely not. But he probably dead soon. Okay. But what we can do is, I can either do one of these, but I don't think I need to. I'm gonna do this, actually. He's gonna heal himself. Which is great. We're not in the best of spaces, but nothing too bad. Spend more time with you and watch you okay, I understand. But you're not responsible, okay? So that's the problem. That's a really good move. I really like that one. Oh, I'm gonna have a hard time making a decision.
Fight him off.
Okay, if we start with the heal, that'll be good. Try this. Thank you for the hydrate.
Magnificent.
Thank you for the wolf wolf. Not liking the look of my health right now, but all's good. All's good. I don't need that yet. We can survive this easy. I'll heal up before I go fight more.
Magnificent.
Not good. But we're all good now. As you can see, we are now responsible for the death of a bunch of monsters. Nameless said I wasn't responsible, but I'm certainly responsible for that. I don't like the look of that. Out.
Perhaps deciding that the ones slaying its kin are a threat. The massive beast that seems to be the master of the nest charges your way.
Sounds like your responsibility to me. Oh no!
At the same moment, more monsters appear from the shadows of the wetlands and begin moving towards the village. No matter how many enemies there are, you must stop their advance to the village. You and your comrades take deep breaths and prepare yourselves to face the monsters once more.
The gargantuan monster has started its own advance. You ought to be spared its fiery range attacks now. Okay. I need to do something real quick. Laddie, I think I actually need to adjust your skills. Heal, I think, needs to be turned into... that. It's expensive, but I think it's gonna be worth it. Then I also need to do... this will be fine. Use... you. I'm most worried about him, honestly. You and your companions stand firm in the face of the monster, readying your weapons. Go, guys! Let's start here. There. I'm actually gonna use charge. Because then I can use a double attack on the next round. Come on, kill them faster. Love to. I'll work on that real quick.
Magnificent.
Currently working on not dying, though. Okay. I can just take one of them out. I think I can survive the next hit. So close. That's fine. Again, that's good. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, now he's dead. Okay. This should work. As long as I get a high roll. That's good. I'm gonna have to start with the heals again. Each enemy is stronger than the last, and it's... Oof. So close. Okay. We start with healing. Starting by getting everyone back up to full health is very useful. Let's do this, actually. I feel like these guys were... Are you weak to wind? What are we weak to? What are we weak to? Not
Fortune
weak.
favors the bold.
No, he's dead now. I gotta revive him on my next turn.
That's not good.
Gotta love the weaklings. Gotta love the weaklings. think these guys are weak to fire, so I might save that. Let's do this. Okay, no, not weak to fire. Don't hit. Just don't hit Vince. Okay, that's fine. He's dead. He's not Vince either. He's Blight.
Magnificent.
Definitely can take out one. Come on, attack me. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. I'll save events in a sec. Got it.
You did great.
I did great except for the dead body. You know, you did great. Other than, you know, the corpse under your feet. My inventory is filled with money. I wouldn't have it any other way. That's practically what I say to you every day. You did great. Go for it.
The Nest Master's monstrous bulk trembles as it menaces your party. Steel yourselves, says Blight. As if in defiance of his determination, the massive fiend lets loose a terrible roar.
Let's go.
Whew, you've come this far. It's time to win. Or die trying.
Yep. It's time to die. Not me. See if I can figure out his weakness. Not lightning. How you doing against darkness? So darkness is his weakness. Got it.
Excellent.
I only have one character with a darkness attack, and it's him. And a bunch of his moves are locked right now, but that's fine. Let's not heal Laddie just yet. Let's actually do this.
Magnificent.
Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect for me. Fence up to all allies and enemies. Got it. Charge. do that one no matter what, but we can do this. Fireworks pretty good. Perfect. Everyone gets attack up, which is great when you're the one receiving it. Good. Practice. That's yeah. Okay. I already read that. Not a great fan of that one. Might be best to use this round on recovery, even though I could do so much more with it. So we do that, and then we actually go in with these. Oh, so she's dead. BRB lurking? Okay. Yep. No. Not sure how doable this is. Come on, dodge, dodge, dodge. No flamethrower. Okay. No, 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 no! Might still take me. Yeah, this is a losing battle. Sure, Steve. We're just gonna take the loss, I think. Because I don't know if I get my stuff back. I think I do.
Magnificent.
Give me a bet, and give me a bedtimes. I may or may not accidentally fall asleep. Hedge. You could do this one against boss form, and give me a bedtime story. Once upon a time, there was a great and mighty hedge who died horribly. The end.
Yeah, it looks like your adventure ends here.
Let me load my save. Game over. While we're in the options menu, I'm going to actually adjust the volume, though. Because it's been bugging me. Actually, continue. I can do that from the game. Oh, I wanted her to do well. I know, right? Me too. Sound. Can be normal. I'm gonna take down sound effects. Because they're a bit loud. And then voice, I'm gonna take down 1.
Allow me to welcome you to the world of Voice of Cards.
That's better. He's so quiet, except when he's not, but the sounds of the other stuff has been really loud. And actually, let's go in here as well, and I do need to make sure my owned cards, I still have all my items. Yeah. That's fine. And then as far as skills go, I think I will be replacing the heal, but I'm not going to go for the one I did replace it with. I'm gonna go for heal plus instead. And then with you, paralysis seems like it'd be really good against these monsters. Wind wasn't really that useful. And then you, can I adjust any of yours? No. Now let's also go in with equipment. I'm going to give you, Vince, instead of this ring, I want you to wear this one. Because, oh my goodness, does he just keep losing health?
You come upon a throng. Every monster in the place has its eyes fixed firmly upon the intruders. That is, you.
Hey.
They roar. The village is in grave danger. You mustn't let a single one of these beasts escape.
Come on,
you
let's
grip
go.
your weapon. Oh boy, don't let a single one escape. A monster lurking in the depths of the nest rears back. Its massive bulk puffing up as it inhales deeply. It looks like it's getting ready to do something. And whatever it is, you and your comrades stand firm in the face of the monster, readying your weapons.
So first start with force impact. Not really an issue anymore. Okay, this is doable. I have to be slightly more strategic with my plays, but I don't think this is at all problematic. That one's gonna move there, and that one's gonna move there. Okay.
The hulking beast
5
bellows
damage.
a blast of burning flame in your direction. Whoa, danger everywhere you look. You gonna be able to handle this?
No, I made the wrong move. Crap. I was feeding through and I accidentally did a move without meaning to. You know what? Actually, that's perfect, especially if you pair it with this. Perfect. Tempest. He's back to full health. 1, 2, 3. He's gonna move down 1. Okay. First we do is we heal Blight.
Magnificent.
Critical healing. Nice. Then we damage all enemies. Then let's paralyze one of these guys. We can kill him even better, but even if it's just a... Would have been more ideal if we'd canceled them, but that was fine, I guess. Good. Then Laddie, I'm gonna have you use Thunderbolt. You could use a heal, but I think he'll survive. You use that on you. I'm gonna actually do this. So I could have killed him. I should have killed him. Let's actually build up more strength and then use that. I'm glad someone's resistant. He wasn't such a weakling. Do this. Perfect. Please do this. Please get poisoned. Please poison Laddie. Oh no, how could you do this? Oh no. Oh no. How could this happen to me? I've made my mistakes. Oh, that's horrible. That did it? As long as I don't die this round, which is currently extremely unlikely. Do things look great for me? No. Are they as bad as they could be? No. Get her back to full health. Honestly, that's all good, honestly. I think there is actually a skip cutscene button.
Perhaps decide at the same moment, no matter how many enemies there are, you must stop their advance to the village. You and your comrades take deep breaths and prepare yourselves to face the monsters once more.
Here we go.
And fight.
Start here. If we start there and then we move into this. Then I want to use one of these. You've got a little bit more health. Not even weak to it. Keep getting bad rolls. Vince is dead, but I might leave him dead for now. Not Vince, Blight. I can just paralyze one of them. That would be ideal for me right now. Not going well, though. Miss. Come on. Miss. Eh. One more try. Yes, okay. It's the one that keeps using tailspin, so that's better. Only for him to... Okay, that's fine.
Fortune favors the bold. Excellent.
Perfect. And I need you to use that on you. Heal yourself. There we go.
Magnificent.
Now the paralysis comes off, but that's okay. Because we can do this. Kill him. Have to start by healing Blight. Then Blight can go in with this. Now, ideally, we can then get a paralysis, one of them paralyzed. Paralyzed. Paralyzed.
Magnificent.
Truly magnificent. Then I actually want to work on health for everybody here. Get you up again. You've got lowest health. So cute. You're welcome. Just gonna do this.
Magnificent.
Any hits he delivers is gonna be pretty strong, but okay, that's fine. You get to heal. All the way back to max health. That's perfect. Then you can do this. Perfect. Then what I really need is for you to re-paralyze him, and then we're just gonna use this guy as an opportunity for really would have been great if we could have kept the paralysis there and used this guy as an opportunity for healing, but no.
You did great. The Nest Master's monstrous bolt. Steel yourselves, says Blight. As if in defiance of his determination, the massive fiend lets loose a terrible roar. Whew, you've come this...
Okay. Fire damage up is good-ish. Let's start with the Thunderbolt, actually, then end it. Since fire damage is up, miss is never good. Let's go for a little fire damage. Increase all dark damage dealt by allies and enemies. I do need to do this. heal as soon as I take damage, or else it's gonna be a problem later on. Let's actually just up your attack power for next turn. Great if I can paralyze you real quick. Yes, okay. I doubt paralysis will work on this guy, because usually status effects don't work on yeah. Worth a shot, though. Damage up. Come on. I'll take 4 damage. And you know what's no longer down? Darkness damage. It's been a while. How are you? How have you been? It's nice to see you again. Hello, hello, hello. I want to do Flame Rush. How are you, Kevin, with the mobile guy? I want to do Flame Rush, but I think it might be better to do Stab. And save the charge. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's good, actually. Really good. Thank you. I need to make sure I have a reserve of healing. I'm doing good, but the weather is messing me up. I feel hot and cold still. Oh. That's not good.
Ouch.
Fire resistance is good against this guy. I don't like losing an ally already. Don't really have much choice. We're gonna have to revive him. That'll be more than enough to heal him up to full. That's nice. Self-heal.
Magnificent.
Get her up to full. Do that, and then I think I can actually afford to do this. Darkness damage was decreased, but that's fine. We're gonna do something a little different. Healing you. Only taking little bits of damage, but... That's up. I was sleeping before, but I have to wake up because my blanket was soaking wet from sweat, but I feel cold when I don't have a blanket on. Ugh, I get that. That's always uncomfortable. I feel ya, man. I feel ya. That's never fun. Well, even if darkness attack is down, it's still weakness.
Magnificent.
How's your sister? She's doing good. She's doing good. Still streams at late at night. But, you know, she's doing good.
Magnificent.
But it's nice to see you. I hope you have a wonderful day. I can't answer too many questions about my sister because, I'm not her. But she's doing good. Well, as far as I'm aware, if she's secretly doing badly, I don't know. I have to ask her about that one. Oof. Yeah. Might be a good time to use a potion. That's great to hear. She is her, the cuter version. Yep, I'm much cuter. I am me. In all my adorableness, you know? I know it's hard to believe someone could be this cute, but, you know, it's the reality. I wish. You've got the worst shot at survival. Don't ask me why, you just always keep dying. I'm gonna use a potion on you. Now everyone's doing okay on health. Oh, I could have won. Should have looked at the numbers. Just saving myself. He's selfish, laddie. It's okay. There. Adorable by default. I see I can listen to her chat away for hours. See, I can listen to her chat away for hours. Speaking of chatting away for hours, I watched a video this morning about one of the protagonists of the Yu-Gi-Oh series. It was very interesting. I really enjoyed it. I was worried I wasn't gonna like the video, because it's about 5D's protagonist and
After a fierce battle, the great fiend finally collapses to the wet earth in a spill of green ichor.
the video's title. It's a little bit guilty, but also not. And I was kind of worried, but no, it was actually a really good video. That was very balanced in view. Fair criticisms, too. I feel like they could have done so much better with Yusei and Yugi and all their protagonists. I feel like they fail their protagonists as much as they fail their other characters in the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise, unless it's the manga of the original series. I feel like that's the only one that hasn't failed their characters. Personal opinions, though.
At the death of their leader, the other monsters lurking about all withdraw at once. Marvelous. You have managed to save Fenmos from the danger it faced.
Saving the game, your game, loading a game, and moving with the jump ability are now permitted. Make your way out of the Fiend's Nest and return to Fenmos. Yes, yes, Hedge. You filled the necessary requirements and locked up Crawler's enemy story. Nice. Let me just save real quick, because I don't want to do that again. I'm getting a cooling blanket today, and guess how much I had to pay for it? Oof. More than I want to think about. That's my guess. I don't want to know the price. That sounds expensive.
In the deep reaches of the fiend's nest, there is an altar where the maiden's ritual is to be carried out. Tucked away in the shadows behind it, there is an egg. Perhaps the giant beast was protecting this.
Break the egg. Just leave it.
Any monster one day born from this egg could well pose new danger. But you decide to let it be and leave the area.
It's also just an
The
egg.
village's crisis is averted. You and your friends make your way back to Fenmoss to check in on Queenie.
Only 1 penny. Wow, you got a good deal. Good job. Good job, Kevin.
No sooner do you pass the threshold back into town than do the villagers surround you as though welcoming home great heroes. You inform the mayor that you've wiped out all the monsters, and though he seems momentarily delighted at the news, he also seems terribly flustered. This isn't the time for that now.
The villagers seem a little flustered, don't they? Could it be Queenie? Could it be more monsters? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say.
You start to worry that some monsters may have escaped the nest and made their way here.
I'm sure it's the girl, but I like this answer more. You darn men are useless. Well, there's a shout.
A village woman comes running and barks angrily at the assemblage. She explains that Queenie is going into labor, which might explain the men's panic at what they ought to be doing. The woman points at Laddie. You there, come along and help. Without waiting for a reply to her demand, the woman drags Laddie off.
Yeah, it was a good deal. I had a coupon to save on it. It would have been $21. Wow, that's a really good deal. Good job. Good job. Congrats.
Difficult though it may be right now, all you can do is pray for Queenie and the child's safe delivery.
Laddie, leave the party. Check on the villagers while you wait for the baby to be born.
Guess all we can do is wait, says the man regretfully. He looks as though not doing anything makes him uneasy, and busies himself giving bits of food to the bird perched atop his rucksack.
Nice. Good choice. Good choice.
Queenie's voice echoes out of the Maiden shrine. You hope she can endure the pain.
Nice. Nice. Apparently that was not ground to be stepped on, weirdly enough. We've got more to do right now. None of it's in this direction. Bleh. What about here? But I wanted to make sure the kid in the game parlor was doing okay, you know? Maybe, maybe chat with him a bit. I don't know if I will use it yet, because I'm always freezing. Well, you're gonna have to figure that out.
Blight is restless, his mind clearly abuzz with worry for Queenie.
Ugh.
The mayor gazes out at the swampy surroundings, murmuring to himself. To think that the entire village would come together for the sake of a new life.
Wah, wah.
A baby's cry cuts through the silence, breaking the village from its tense reverie. Time, which felt as though it had frozen, begins to tick away once again. Faster than you can let loose a sigh of relief, Blight takes off in the direction of the Maiden Shrine.
Wanted to get a pack of, but my order was canceled. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but, you know, it happens. I hope you can get what you need.
The baby's here. You rush after the amative attendant to the Maiden Shrine.
Fine, fine. Let's get this over with. Yeah.
The newborn's cries echo through the Maiden Shrine. The villagers present for the birth have weary but happy expressions on their faces, and they wipe the sweat from their brows. Laddie sits in a heap on the floor, as though unable to stand, seeming dazed from helping with the birth.
Well, there you go.
Though she looks tired, she flashes you a proud smile, as if to say, "Can you believe it?" Truly a blessing. Truly. An elderly woman's eyes are filled with tears, as though the newborn were her own child.
Aww. This is wholesome and sweet. Can't wait for it to be ruined.
The midwife breathes out her tension. Stars above, what a relief. Blight asks timidly, Is the baby? A young woman hands him a cloth-wrapped bundle. Perhaps because he has finally felt the weight of his own child in his arms. Blight's expression cracks, and he begins to weep.
I'm sorry.
Overcome by emotion.
I'm sorry. The pixel art for most of the stuff is really cute and all that, but the baby is just horrible looking. Oh my goodness.
Such a relief, he says. He repeats himself several times as he walks over to Queenie and shows her the child's face.
Oh, well, look at that face, gotta say.
As though having just fought a fierce battle, Queenie's face is lined with exhaustion and covered in sweat.
I wanted to order something, but then it didn't arrive, and it was canceled, and then it was... Ugh. That's really unfortunate, Kevin. You have my sympathy. Least favorite mod is back. Aw, I don't have a least favorite mod. I'm like my mom. Everyone can be the favorite if they try hard enough.
Though her expression is somewhat pained, she looks at her child with a smile of deepest affection. The Onyx Maiden and her attendant have named the child Melanie, a word from the language of spirits, meaning eternal happiness.
Oh! 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 Are they connected? No, but you have a favorite mod, therefore you have a least fave, and since your favorite mod is lost, I am the least favorite one. For now. But don't worry, you can become the favorite if you try hard enough. Anyway, yeah. My cleanest wants me to say yes, it's true. Good for you, Lost. But, yeah, this seems like they might be more connected than I thought. Melanie, huh? Huh? Let's leave the island as a family and show this little one the whole wide world. Huh. Like, you got a cousin named Vince?
With a tear-stained face, Queenie gently inclines her head to her exuberant attendant. But then the strength seems to seep out of her.
And reality too, and see, Hedge agreed with me. I'm the favorite. That actually makes me happy. Aww, that's sweet. Have a happy life for me. Oh!
With those final words to her two most beloved,
Oh! Oof. Oof.
the Onyx Maiden's eyes close for the last time.
I knew it wouldn't stay wholesome for long. Happy for you. I'm going to die happy now. Happy for you. Well, once you're dead, then Nameless will automatically be the favorite mod. So, you know, good for you, Nameless.
With its only maiden lost, this island is surely destined for ruin.
Yay! Okay, we can't have that.
As you prepare to sail away, you notice that the island is submerged just a bit more than it had been when you arrived. Almost as though the ocean is trying to swallow it up, now that it's bereft of its maiden. When you part ways, Blight hands the now useless maiden's relic over to you. You are hesitant to accept, thinking he might want to keep it as a memento of his beloved. Only when he insists, saying, "Don't lose your home. Don't lose your island," are you persuaded. The Onyx attendant then heads homeward, vowing to make Melanie's life a happy one.
Well, if this is the same Melanie, it's more or less happy. Well, that would probably make... I don't know if, let's recruit a new mod so I don't end up the favorite one. What? No! Kevin, I don't want to share your personal information. Please stop sharing personal information in chat. That doesn't seem like the best thing to be talking about. But, I hope it all works out well for you.
Monsters run rampant across the sinking lands. The people of Fenmoss remain beset by numerous hardships. From aboard your ship, you watch the East Isle shrink into the distance. Eternal happiness. You pray that is what their future holds.
The stoic Onyx attendant cares deeply for his charge, the misfortunate but loving Onyx maiden. The two conceal a secret with the power of a mysterious blossom. But worry over their unborn child and the heavy burden of a maiden's duty. They protect the village as the maiden brings new life into the world. That's a better picture of the baby. After bestowing her child with a name, the maiden breathes her last. Leaving the sinking island behind, the party prays for the happiness of the attendant and his child. But their hearts are shaken by the impossible balancing act between love and duty. Tale of the Onyx Maiden. I'm going to go to lay down and go back to sleep. Okay, rest well. Thank you for the hydrate. Nameless. The weight of happiness pressing down upon her, she protected her babe to the last. Not just as a memory of friendship, to be honest. Laddie and Lack have joined your party. You and Laddie learn a new link skill, Starlight Veil. Pretty good one.
You have finally gathered the 4 relics. one from each of the maidens you have met on your journey.
Couldn't...
Laddie's maiden preparations are complete, and Lax celebrates by twirling in the air. The time has come to see your mission fulfilled. You make your way to the Spirit Spire in hopes of saving your home.
Hunt for the altar on the second floor of the Spirit Spire. You've fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked Beanie's flipside story. You've fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked Light's flipside story. Fail at that. Ah, no. I guess I'm sailing myself.
Oh, excuse me. You can't go into an island while you're still on your ship, okay?
I didn't.
And fight.
Let's do this. Oh, I might have just lost that one ring. Oh well. I was actually going for the Omnisav. I never get the one I want. Enter the Spirit Spire. Yep. You passed out earlier? That's sad. Let's go.
Your adventure began when you met Lack at this very altar. The self-proclaimed spirit told you that Laddie could become a maiden if you brought all the maiden's relics back to this spire. The memories of the other maidens now reside within the relics as pure light. According to Lack, only a single heart scar remains. You need only heal it with the relic's light.
Weird spell.
With the sound of Lack's familiar chant in your ears, you once again enter the heart's domain. You see a door within the blinding light. Not long after, you hear a voice. Beyond the door lies Laddie's unconscious mind, the voice says, though you have no idea what that means. The voice then delivers a warning. A half-hearted attempt will only end in heartbreak.
Would you like to see what lies beyond the door? The voice asks. Yeah, sure.
The sound of a begrudging sigh fills the air as the door opens.
Pass through the door and make for the land of woe. There I will.
The mysterious voice echoes in your head as your consciousness fades. When you awake, your mind feels hazy, and you find yourself wondering what that voice from earlier was. Laddie, noticing your distant gaze, looks at you in concern. You recall the voice telling you to make for the land of woe. With no other leads, you decide to do as it says.
Leave the Spirit Spire. Well, beyond that, we're going to be adjusting our stuff a little bit. Skills, you are pretty much not. I can either do that or maybe. Actually, let's say. Let's switch our stuff around a lot. Okay. Let's do this, and then I want to actually switch this with. Heal 2 times fire damage. Let's switch this with this, and then this with this. But maybe, let's still keep Grand Slice. So, I feel like this is the kind of story where you go to the spirit realm and save everybody.
After healing multiple heart scars with the help of the Maiden's relics, Laddie's heart's domain is starting to return to normal. As you gaze around, your eyes become transfixed on an area in the east that is still shrouded in black.
Well, I would very much like to just wander around, kind of. Huh?
Suddenly, the onyx stela begins to move and goes off into the distance. I think the land of woe is that way, Lack says. You decide to put your faith in its words and chase after the stela.
Oh no, another afterlife? Maybe. We're just gonna explore in general in here because we haven't finished exploring the whole thing, so.
And fight.
I've been neglecting my explorations. Oak. Yeah, it would have been better if I'd saved a gem and then done it, but you know.
Magnificent.
Things to remember, I guess. Ah. Charge. Poison. Deadly poison. Ooh, we fancy.
You did great.
flip over all the cards. Kind of want to test out the new move I've got. Four. 5. Yeah, this will be good enough. Attack plus 20 damage.
Magnificent.
I'd say that's a pretty strong one. Okay. You feel necessary cards unlocked the unsettled enemy story. Plus.
Don't hold back.
We start with a force impact. We get a crit and we win. There's so many enemies here if I just want to flip over the card. It's insane.
Show them what you got.
It's annoying. This is gonna be better. Even if they attack, it's still better. Which is annoying. This way we can just take them out in one turn. Hi, you leveled up. That's good. Fence up is... maybe it'd be useful against a boss, though. There's been a couple I've thought maybe it'd be useful. Have some sort of defense up skill, unfortunately. Not a preference of mine, but... They don't make this easy, do they? In 3 gems. That's useful. Okay. 9 times 3 is lovely 27. So 27 damage, pretty good.
Two fight as one.
Might have been better to do the other one, which does a guaranteed 20 though. That's fine. Laddie, your mind's a mess. It keeps attacking us. It's like we're foreign bodies entering the subconscious of another person. So rude. Nah. Let's do this. Poke is right. Starlight Veil is good. Weak. Weak, weak.
Teamwork makes the dream.
I like that when you do the combo attacks with Laddie and Baron, you end up with a... You end up with extra. That's the only way to get over here, it looks like. Yeah. Let me just make sure I don't have any unflipped over cards before we move forward. This is smelling like the end of a game.
You manage to catch up with the Onyx Stealer. Just where do you think you're going, you ask, as you give it a tap? When... the Stealer transforms into Queenie and Blight. Queenie, who appeared on her head for reasons unknown, tumbles to the ground with a yelp. A concerned Blight helps the Maiden sit up. It seems she can't shake her misfortune, even in this world. But you know that the Onyx Maiden died in childbirth. You suppose that these two are just illusions made by Laddie's heart.
Queenie and Blight have joined your party. Lack is no longer eligible for battle. You know what? I take it. Make your way to the land of woe in the heart of the heart's domain. Not yet. How many random people have joined the party? 8. I want to say 8. Here, that's the first story. I think there was more in the first story, honestly. So this might be a prequel, weirdly enough, with the name of the child. That, or they ran out of names. Either one equally possible, you know, honestly. Either they ran out of names, or this is kind of like a prequel.
Don't hold back.
Their parents' adventure, so to speak. probably pretty cool. In which case, I have questions about how they ended up where they ended up. I mean, main character, would-be hero dude. He was just some random dude who happened to be, you know, a victim of human experimentation. Not really worried about how he ended up where he ended up. You know, that's just part of the course of life, you know? Some people just, you know, they get unlucky like that. He doesn't seem to be related to anyone from these games. Or else, honestly, he wouldn't have been in the situation he was in because... yeah. But Melanie, I want to know how she ends up from Onyx Island that, you know, fell, more or less, to the Dragon Isles, and Vince clearly from the same place, so, you know. Is Vince her father? You know, that's what I want to know. Did he change his name and not raise his kid? Because, like, they're from the same village, but, you know, they weren't related as far as she knew. Boats, obviously. You're right. It was obviously boats. Or is this the village of the sorcerers? Do they become the village of the sorcerers after the end of this? That'd be a question. Finish him off. Nice that he's got more health now. So in Laddie's mind, they're far healthier than they were in reality. That makes sense. That checks out, actually. Actually very much checks out. Wait a second. The shape of the island in Laddie's heart is very similar to the shape of the island from the Dragon Tale one. Yeah. Let's enter the land of woe.
The land of woe is an abyss of anguish. It is a pit of darkness into which sink her deepest, darkest desires. My, what a curious little desire you have with you, an elderly woman remarks. Something about her strikes you as strange. Lack, suddenly on the opposite end of that woman's stare, angrily retorts, "My name's not Desire." The woman explains that the queen has ordered all her subjects to keep black shadows called desires as pets. Only with greed can you proceed, she tells you, before mysteriously vanishing. Her enigmatic words leave you with nothing but questions. To find answers, you know you must explore the area for yourself first.
Explore the land of woe. You could describe the Dragon Isles as that. I always knew being greedy was the right option. It's the only way to proceed in life, apparently.
Magnificent.
This be honest, Blight and the Onyx Maiden, what was her name again? Queenie? Treasure discovered. Yeah, I could use that. Okay, I needed that. Are the real desires. I like the music.
Fortune favors the bold.
Of course, you take damage. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Not bad. So this is gonna be a maze. Fitting.
Show 'em what you got.
That's how I don't understand a thing in this game, since I missed like 90% of the recent streams. Sorry about that, by the way. Sorry about that, by the way. You're fine. I'll give you a quick synopsis of the game. Pretty much, you're trying to turn your friend into a human sacrifice because she wasn't good enough to be human sacrifice before, so you're helping her be a better human sacrifice. Remember, money good. Yeah, that's the other thing. Gambling and money good. What? I mean, that's pretty much what you're doing. Save the island, let's be honest, you know. Saving the island is just using your friend as a human sacrifice, so, like...
A familiar knight and young girl face each other, their desires beside them. You recognize the pair as the Crimson Maiden and her attendant. It looks like they're making their desires do battle.
It says the maiden should be sacrificed on October 31st. Wait, what? What are you talking about, Lost? Alright, I'm in love with the game, sacrificing your friends, let's go. And that's the plot. Yeah, Lost, what are you talking about?
My desire is the strongest, Lavia shouts, getting fired up for the fight. It certainly looks very tough, Queenie remarks, praising the other maiden's desire. Lavia blushes and rubs her nose bashfully. Apparently, she's not used to getting praised. Behind the two maidens, Gladio's desire claims an easy victory.
Seems about right.
You see a man lazing about. Behind him looms a dark shadow.
Yeah, I remember when we talked about your maidenness that one time? Yeah, I said I wasn't a maiden in the terms of this game because I'm not a human sacrifice. Thank you very much. I'm not a sacrifice.
Just leave me alone, would you? He says, trying to shoo you away.
Hmm?
Magnificent.
At one time. Yeah, I do not agree to being human sacrifice. I value my life, thank you. Board heads, do you have any song suggestions? What? Music suggestions? I don't know. Wait, I just... Lost. I should stop responding to Lost. You know, music you like a lot. I like, what's that album called? Just a second. Oxygen from Thousand Foot. Crutch is a good album. Oxygen Inhale. I like that album. I've been in the mood to listen to that recently. So, I mean, their other stuff's okay and it's good and all. I just prefer that album over their others. I'm not a super big fan of their other albums. Maybe because I've listened to them like dozens of times over and over on repeat. That might be why I'm not as fond of their other albums, but they're a good band. Thousand Foot Crutch is good. Okay, I'm gonna listen to it then. I mean... Okay. Hydrate. Thank you. Thank you, Rio. Hello, Hedge. Me, Rio. Hello, Rio. How are you? Quick question. I'm an ignorant French person. What's a maiden? Hi, Rio. It refers to an unmarried lady. You're a nice, lovely woman, I think, relatively. Oh.
The shadow melts into your body. His desire gone, the man squats down in place. Damn, you're greedy, he sneers.
I'm doing fine. How about you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. The only thing I can say is that you... Rio! Wait, got it. Okay. Now you see why it's easy to tease her about this. You don't act her so ugly.
Show him what you got.
Everyone is... What? 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 Rio's talking about Elden Ring, but I don't know about that game. So I'm very confused. Don't worry, Nick. Don't worry, you just have to make a funny imaginary friend. Lost, I think that might be rubbing salt in the wound. Comments like that. full health. That's great. I don't know, I read a visual novel that told me imaginary friends for the win, so it must be right. Good to know, I guess. I already have enough psychological problems, so I need to add imaginary friends to the list. Come on, it's friendly. Yeah, I already cringed, and that's a big psychological problem. Exactly. Wow.
Magnificent.
Wait, no. I mean, isn't Lost right on this one? Don't tell him that! He'll start calling himself always right again. Can't have that. Where's the cook those dishes? Fair enough, fair enough. Treasure chest found. Immune protection 2. Imbued with stronger protective magic. Interesting. Okay.
Don't hold back.
This is a little annoying. Nice, this way we can finish it real fast. There we go. I could take you a long way, Nameless. Don't give up, please. Oh no. But just so Lost will stop teasing me, outside the context of human sacrifice and the versions of Maiden in this game, I am indeed, yes, a maiden. Yes, I'm a nice young lady. Wonderful. Before he starts teasing again. Now become a high-class chef and then poison the name... And then poison the name this fellow who writes in your death... Wait, what? Now become a high-class chef and then poison the nameless. Follow your destiny. What are you talking about? The elite. That's two very different sentences, Lost. I would poison myself. Yeah, Lost, that was two very different sentences you just put forward. I should poison myself. Got it. Let me grab my arsenic. Frame Mason's got in the way of my speech to text. Gosh darn it. It's too late for him now. Oh, goodness.
Magnificent.
Ross is up here, right? You know, maybe Ross should... Ross should write a web novel. Speak. I can't speak. I wonder if you understand that, Wasp.
You see an elderly man devouring what looks to be a feast. Behind him looms a dark shadow.
Wasp, that's my new nickname. Anyway, becoming a chef isn't what I want to do. Say the guy who doesn't know what you want to do with his life. You know, as long as you get, you know, a good choice.
He then looks at Lack and licks his lips. Ah, you'll make a fine dessert, he murmurs hungrily.
Glutton. Oh, it's sloth, gluttony, all of them, I guess. Game a gambler in the stock market. It's always the perfect choice for anyone who doesn't know what they want to do. Lost, I think your advice might be a bit poor. I'll become a good old classic gambler.
Magnificent.
Oh, at least you got a plan in life, I guess. Will just become. I guess fair enough. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you here for today. I hope everyone has a good day. I'm glad to finally be able to hang around like before. You see, I made a total of $74 in the stock market, so I'm professional. Understood, Lost. Have a great day, Nameless. Take care. Sleep well. Rest well. Have a good day. I'm guessing sleep because you usually sleep around my streams, but I don't know.
The shadow melts into your body. His desire gone, the man begins to drool. Your greed is insatiable, he spits in disgust. You hear what sounds like a lock coming undone. Perhaps a door has opened somewhere.
Look for the unlocked gate. Every step I take, I get attacked.
And fight.
Aw, Lost just sent a really wholesome message. It says, bye, Nameless. Don't drink and drive. Remember to brush your teeth, eat your brackets. You know, that's super sweet and wholesome. Aw. But he said it as soon as he thought Nameless wasn't there anymore to see it. Can't be nice to somebody's face. Gotta do it behind their back. Always sweet and wholesome. Except when you're not. No, you tend to be, yeah. Except when it comes to Kenny. Then you're plotting some sort of murder plot or something. I don't know. Or is murder sweet and wholesome? You know, maybe murder's sweet and wholesome too. There we go, both dead. Oh, no, he remains. He only understands abuse and pettiness. Okay.
The man screws his eyes shut and covers his ears, wordlessly telling you that he wants to be left alone.
Lethargic man, so he would probably be sloth. Glutton would be gluttony.
No matter how much I eat, I'm never satisfied, he says with a sigh.
So gluttony, sloth, pride?
You can do it, Lavia shouts to her desire.
No, they're not pride. Anything else here? Or is that repeat? That one's a repeat. I feel like there are going to be 7 villagers for some reason. At least if that's the theme they're actually going for. Which is my suspicion, but I could be wrong. Probably, yeah. Okay, here we go, here we go. I'm winning every time. I really needed some of those. The music. Get our treasure chest. Or person. It's gonna be a person or a treasure chest. A treasure chest would be nice, but it's the person wouldn't be bad. You all love your treasure chests, right? Apparently we're not gonna say Trey Yeah, my mouth's all messed up today for some reason. I'm having trouble talking. Talking. Talk, talk, talk. Tick tock, tick tock. A mouse ran up the block. Another one went down. Da-da-da-dum. They're all fall down. I don't know what I'm saying. It's a person, not pleasure.
You see a man holding a mirror, fussing with his hair. Behind him looms a dark shadow.
Man looking for love.
Once he notices Laddie at your side, he grows angry. How dare you walk beside a woman, he rages.
Envy. I'm thinking this is envy. Gluttony, envy. You've been declared to be greed, so maybe there's only 6. No, they're going to be the 8 guys. They're going to be following the older one. Older order. Deadly sins. Maybe. I think this guy's gonna be envy. Brother, I think he's supposed to represent envy. I don't think like there are exact representations.
Magnificent.
You know what? That's actually not so bad. Let's do this. Can't wait to have depression, which was merged into sloth.
Fortune favors the bold.
Well, that could be the lethargic man who didn't want to be bothered. He's either sloth or depression. Which do you think? For the lethargic man. Probably sloth, yeah. Because he's not shown to be sad, he's just shown to be lethargic, meaning he doesn't want to move around a bunch. But he's not, like, crying. I guess the depression and sorrow aren't that different either.
The shadow melts into your body. His desire gone, the man glares at you with disdain. Greedy jerk, he scowls.
It looks like I might be representing greed. So there might still only be 7 peoples for me to find.
Show him what you got.
There we go. I like getting crits with that one. It usually takes out the enemies really fast. Oh yeah, I have some designs to post on Discord. I should do that. I've got stuff to post. My hair isn't really quite right, but they're just basic designs, so don't be too picky, okay? Yeah, what's gonna be Wednesday's game? I was thinking of doing the game you suggested last week along with the... If it's still open, I'm thinking of doing the one you suggested last week with Grimm's Hollow that I didn't play. Yeah, it's always free. Then I'll probably do that one. Just because you guys have asked a couple times for me to play that kind of game. I don't think you're going to be that impressed or interested in seeing me play more. I think it'll be kind of boring. But, you know, you guys have asked before. Oh, I can't miss that, yes. I feel like the autocorrect on this one is getting worse. You know, autocorrect is horrible. Anyways, I can't wait to teach the game. Well, I hope it goes well then. You're that excited. Now I feel like the pressure's on. Oof, lost. Didn't think you'd be that over the moon. Let's see. Guy or treasure? Guy.
A woman looks inside of her wallet and sighs. Behind her looms a dark shadow.
Woman of wealth. So is she greed?
The woman turns to you and exclaims, "I am sick of being poor." The shadow behind her then leaps at you.
Found greed, guys. So we've had envy. Gluttony. Envy, gluttony, sloth. Now greed. Practically, I've always been over the moon when you called me favorite. So you know it's only downhill from here now. You're going to hate the game. You're going to hate the... I'm guessing you're saying game. Because otherwise, I don't know what you're trying to say. She has resistance to paralysis. Ooh, that's bad. And they're all gonna poppy tile, right? Yeah. Not great. Yeah, you got it right. Got me. Game. Yeah, you got it right. Yeah, I thought so.
The shadow melts into your body. Her desire gone, the woman glares daggers at you. How greedy can one person be? She asks with a scoff.
Technically, I'm not the one attacking people. I just absorb the thingies, you know? It's not like I'm doing it on purpose. I think actually using one of these would be good. Yeah. Just for the less fortunate party members who don't have good health. Enemy appears.
Fight him off.
That should be enough. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I can feel my jaw stiffening up. The worst.
The door exudes a sinister aura. When you touch the handle, the aura dissipates, and the door opens.
So how many of the sins is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 for the first area. Head to the gates in the land of woe. So what we've got left is, I believe, land of woe middle. Yeah. What we've got left is, well, I don't want to say one of them. Wrath. The one I don't want to say. Cause yucky.
And fight.
I just don't want to. It's not like it's. Yeah, it's just yucky. And then. Lost is right. Depression will be 1. Sorrow. So that's all of them. But we also have if there might just be people who are unrelated as well. Enemy appears.
Hope you win.
finish off everybody. There we go. I have a feeling I might have to defeat this, harpy thingy and to move forward.
Don't hold back.
This is a pretty good combo. Woo-woo! Death! Death to the traitors! Death to the paupers! Death! 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 Up with their heads! Here we go.
The shadowy desire suddenly leaps at you.
It's on this Vanity is the 8th one. Ooh, Vanity's a good one. I would believe Vanity, actually. Which could be the Wealth Girl. Instead of Greed, she might be Vanity. I think Vanity makes more sense than Depression, honestly. Because Sorrow, Depression... Honestly, I think you could probably switch Sorrow for Depression, and it would work. Because being sorrowful isn't really bad. It's just a reality, right? Oh, Pride. Pride is one. So Pride, Vanity, the one I don't want to say because it's yucky. I think I might... That's me being easily grossed out. Making your extreme depression, making you unable to... Making your extreme depression, making you unable to do things completely useless. It's just the reason why it's the reason why I got pushed into becoming into sloth. Yeah, I feel like that and Sorrow though and Sloth kind of end up. It depends what you do depending on the emotion, right? Your actions will have consequences. But, like, intrinsically, none of them are completely... I mean, they're just realities at the end of the day. None of them are completely wrong. They're realities. This is also, like, apathy or inaction. Yeah, so the largest lethargy guy is probably that. I think the one girl's probably Greed. Or Greed and Vanity might be the ones that get, put together. But they are kind of different. Probably just following the 7 ones, yeah. Probably. Well, that's great. I'm gonna actually charge. I still think Vanity might be one that's included though, because that one makes a lot of sense and it's... I've heard that one a lot, honestly. Vanity. Pride, Wrath. Those two are definitely on the list.
That's not good.
It's fine. It's fine. Then the one I don't want to say because it's yucky. Yeah. And then Sorrow's probably the last one.
Just as the shadow dissipates, you hear a door unlocking in the east. It sounds like a new path has opened.
Looks like down might be more forward. Let's also just quickly heal. This.
The door exudes a sinister aura. When you touch the handle, the aura dissipates, and the door opens. Don't hold back.
I'm gonna heal instead. I will hold back, thank you very much. Strategic healage.
Magnificent.
I do still believe I can make into the end of this lovely plate of ours.
Magnificent.
And then round. Got it. Okay, that worked. He's gonna hit us, but that should be okay. I'll just have to heal her next time. Actually, I can just do this right now. What am I doing? Four plus. She's back up to full health. All that's left is Blight. I really want Vincent to be Blight and Blight to be Vincent, but that's just not what we're doing right now. That's not how that works. Okay, let's see. Let's do this. 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 And this. And now we can move forward. I think I can heal you here. I should get him back up to health.
Fortune favors the bold.
And then I want you to attack you. We use this. Oh, I should have used the... They have a combo attack now, right? That should actually do quite a lot. Should check that out at some point in the future. Okay, it's fine. I don't mind those two. Damage. No, I might just do this. I don't want him dying on me. I just healed him.
Excellent.
Next time I do that, I should use that one. Oh my goodness, they have an attack that would probably work, and I haven't been using it because I haven't been paying attention. Paying attention, yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Ugh. Words are words. Growl, 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 growl. I want cute noises. Now that's probably something important. Yep, you're right, heads. Thank you, I know. So articulate. I think it's best. Actually, let's start here. Six damage. Start with 6 damage and it's magnificent, huh? 9, 6 to 2. That's not bad. That's...
Two fight as one.
Okay, that one's gonna attack one enemy though. Should have read that. Kinda important. That element of darkness is the one I should have gone for. Okay, now we can do one of this one's. Which again only attacks one character. No. Oh. Maybe it attacks all of them and I'm just remembering. No, it attacks all. It attacks all. I just forgot. Bad. Not gonna help anyway, so let's do this. Just in case, let's use charge again, just so we have enough. That's fine. Five. Okay, that's good. That's good. We just got enough. That leaves one of them down. And both of them are gonna be out in just a sec. Bye-bye! Yeah, that be the case. Yep. Good. Good reward. Okay, that leaves everything there is cut off, so. This will open the other door.
The shadow glares at your party, then suddenly lunges at you, as if to swallow you whole.
I think maybe we get to the end of the middle layer, or maybe we get to maybe just defeat this guy and finish up. Depending on how long this takes me. Experience earned by 2. I'm gonna actually start with a heal on Beanie. And I want 6, so that'll be... I'm gonna do, actually, charge. Wait, no, that was unnecessary. I need to do better math. It's not bad to charge up in advance, actually. Do this. Weaken him up a bit. Good. It's really bad. What we're gonna... Oh, do I still not have enough? Ah, one got used. Okay. Mirage is gonna have to work. I was trying to bide for the other, but I guess I just didn't have as much as I thought. Oh, because I used 2. That was the problem.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Got to take into account my expenses.
Magnificent.
There. This one's pretty a powerful attack. That worked very well. Then we can start next time by healing Vince.
Just as your battle ends, you hear the faint sound of a lock coming undone. It seems a door somewhere has opened.
You know, anyone else find it ominous that I'm absorbing the
door exudes a
stuff?
sinister aura. When you touch the handle, the aura dissipates, and the door opens.
Like, I'm absorbing her darkest desires and stuff. This can't be good for my mental stability. Like, this is the kind of stuff that I could see leading to some sort of mental breakdown, is absorbing another person's darkness. Like, that seems unhealthy, to say the least. Oh, I should have healed. I meant heal.
Magnificent.
Gonna start with a heal. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so it should be okay to do this. Don't worry, Hedge, you're always absorbing people's dark desires, and look, you're fine probably. You're right, you know, I shouldn't be so worried. It's not that big of a deal, you're right.
Magnificent.
I'm just stressing over nothing. You're right. Thank you. Thank you for making me feel better about that. You know, sometimes I just get overly anxious and stuff. It's a real problem of mine.
Two fight as one.
I'm always glad to be helpful. I'm always grateful for the help. 30.
Fortune favors the
bold. He says that gets us up to 6 for the next round. But let's actually up the. Actually, let's do this.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
And by upping my defense, even if we get attacked, it's fine. That's fine. Then we can do this.
Magnificent.
And of course, status effects don't leave with you, so. I think I'm gonna head to the next locked door and then leave it there. If I can get there real quick. Alright, okay. Thank you for the hydrate. Can you hear the redeems and stuff okay? I can hear them really loud, but sometimes that's not the case for you guys when I can hear them really loud. Their chest mount. I think that's actually really useful. Thank you. There's the last one. At least I get XP out of it, I guess.
Fortune favors the bold.
Sounds fine to me, although I always have my phone at like 70 for your streams. Sorry for being so quiet. I mean, I don't think I'm being that quiet, but sorry for being so quiet. I didn't realize. Yeah, Twitch is really quiet in general, though. How unfortunate. I should have used the darkness attack. With the audio today, it sounds great. Sometimes you're really quiet and I have to put it to 70. Okay. I do try and manage it. I just try not to be in the red as well. I feel like I've listened to my streams before and felt like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry to my people. I can't listen to this. This is too loud. And then other times you listen and I'm not making any sound at all. And I just don't know how to find that happy balance. That happy medium. That actually looks like I could use one of those. all about those happy mediums, I guess. I'll kill you real quick and then.
A desire blocks your path. You ready your weapon, prepared to fight.
Oh, are we not gonna fight? Oh, we do. One time, you know, Kenny and said my audio is a bit moved to quiet, and it said to be funny with my filters. Oh no! Oh no! Ooh, money.
Fight him off.
I feel like I know what you decided would be funny to do with your filters, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't think Kenny found it as funny as you did. It was deserved. As long as it was deserved, I guess.
Magnificent.
Honestly, I think he found it pretty funny. He said himself, okay, as long as everyone was enjoying themselves. Now I sound like a parent, and it's really weird. Got some weird habits. Yeah, we have this back and forth, you see. I know. I've noticed your back and forth, you know. Magically, I've noticed that you guys, you know, you have this friendly arguing thing going on, and it's great. It's healthy. It means you're good friends. Only real friends know how to beat each other up, right? Or something. You wouldn't understand, mother. I just said, I'm sure it's a great, healthy friendship, and you're like, you wouldn't understand. It's not a phase. It's real. This is me now. Which I did not deny or say was bad. I didn't eat.
Fortune favors the bold.
Also, I'm a bit young to be your mother. I'm only a year older than you. It's not a phase, though. It's just how I am. Say that in a year or two. Basically elderly. Keeper slightly increase the chance of landing a critical strike.
As the shadow disappears, you hear a door unlocking in the east.
Can't wait to kill my own shadow.
The door exudes a sinister aura. When you touch the handle, the aura dissipates, and the door opens.
Let's see, what's we looking at? Ooh, it's gonna be a big room for this one. Well, let me take my first steps in. Make sure I have the entryway all marked out. Fight one more enemy and then that's it for today, guys.
And
let's start here. And damage each is good. And I want you to do this. You go in with Tempest. Or Hurricane. You don't have Tempest, that's the other guy. Well, now that we've established I'm old. Which, you know, we're the same age right now, so, got some hard truths to face, Lost. You can't keep living in the past. Gotta let go. As long as I can save, I'm gonna leave this here. Well, you're going to be ode to, and then I can call you. Oh, you're going to be old soon, and then I can call. You're going to be old soon, and then I can call you old again. I'm guessing is what you're trying to say. Interesting picture right there. So have we got most of our movies now? Yep. I may have done this slightly out of order. Oh, they're both chapter 3, so this is only chapter 4. But really, they're both separate chapters, so I did this out of order. Oops. Look at key items. I want to see. These are the memories of all of our lovely friends. We sailed the seas and saw wondrous sights with our adventurous azure ally. Trial and rights below the waves revealed bitter truths. Our crimson ally sought power enough to secure her legacy. She challenged all comers with admirable bravery. Our onyx ally held a secret upon which balanced both life and fate. The weight of happiness pressing down upon her, she protected her babe to the last. Our ivory ally served the city where dark truths lurked beneath an alabaster facade. We rescued her, and then we were saved, our friendship sealed with blood. I steeled myself to turn home where my father roars filled the halls. Like raging storms and bad dreams, all I want is to let the past pass. Haven't unlocked this one yet. My heart in turmoil until you helped me banish the shadows. You kindled hope within me, stopped me from sinking into the mire of my despair. So there's going to be 2 more unlocked with this chapter. Oof. So we're unlocking now Laddie's side, it looks like. And then this is the moving forward, I guess. Yeah. What a happy story, you know? Happiness. Please check this all because I'm speaking too quickly, you know. Yeah, of course, of course. Anyway, have a great day, everybody. I hope everything goes well for you. Have a great day. Take care. Be well. And all that. I hope everything's good with you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.